Hey guys, Volkmar's here and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Volkmar Holy Crusade scenario battles. So as you may remember, in our last battle, Volkmar was bravely injured, and with the support of the Dwarves we managed to pull through on that battle. And so what's basically happening here, the humans, or my Empire units, have been taken back kindly by the Dwarves. And Volkmar has been given time to recuperate and recover from his wounds, and the Dwarves have kindly offered to also repair his war chariot, or his war altar. In his stead, the Arch Lector has been called up. Here he is, looking pretty awesome. These dual-wield hammers. I'm gonna take a nice little screeny weenie of this guy. And but whilst Volkmar has been recuperating, Vlad Von Carstein has heard of the untimely demise of his liege lord and brethren, Manfred Von Carstein. So with the help of the vampires that are left, should we say, loyal to him, he's raised this huge army, as well as Henrik Kemmler with his necromancers. Have brought along about 20 units of zombies and a bunch of cairn wraiths and hex wraiths, with a few ghouls to throw in the mix. And just for a bit of fun, they've decided to bring themselves a Vargolf. That's Heinrich's army. I'm not really sure where Vlad is. I'm trying to look out for the little star. I can't quite see it, but his army is a lot more elite. Again, I'm using the mods to give me some better units. So I've got some units of Blood Knights, which are obviously with the DLC. I've got some Sylvanian swordsmen and spearmen dotted around. Got some crypt horrors, and then we come along to these new units that are in the mods that I use. We've got the Dismount Drakenhof Templars. They've heard about the Holy Crusade that Volkmar is on, so their own knightly orders have now joined the battle. Some more Blood Knights here. We've got Knights of the Black Grail. Again, I want to show these puny humans to meet their gods, who their real god really is. These guys look pretty awesome. Kind of see here. So a quick look at these guys with their awesome little helmets. Kind of look like obviously the Templars from medieval games. They're cool little helmets. Just look at the horses and the chainmails. Love that detail that they do in this. It's absolutely fantastic. These guys are going to be tough to break. Just look. Alright, look at these guys. How far they go back. See it in the distance. There's a pile of enemies. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this started. I have thrown a few regiments of renown to the vampires as well to give myself a bit of a chance. You can see the troop count there, we're in 4,600 against 6,200. So we're a little bit outnumbered, but obviously with the fort, we're hopefully going to be able to hold out and give Volkmar the chance to recuperate. So my army comps, let's move on to that, is 5 units of flagellants, 2 units of Death's Heads with the Death's Head Regiment of Renowned unit, again a mod that I've got. The remaining Sigmar Sun Swordsman is still alive. 4 units of Hamar Sigmar and 4 units of Warrior Priest of Sigmar. The Arch Lector bought a reserve unit once that other unit died. And my 2 units of Tattersouls are still alive out of the 4 that I started with. We've got 4 Huntsmans. We've got some Silver Bullets. They heard about our plight against the vampires, so they've kindly offered to join up with us. The Free Company militia, after Volkmar was injured, they recalled most of their troops, but they left behind their 2 units of the Sterling's Revenge. They've sort of grown accustomed to Volkmar now, and I think there's a bit of pride and honour now. I've also got 2 units of Hotshot long rifles. They're my only range units I'm going to put on the walls. The rest of my range units are going to be off the walls and be shooting over the walls and into the walls, down onto the enemy whilst they're fighting. I've also got 2 units of demi-aggressive halberds to take out any of these other horses that come, or the crypt horrors. And of course I've got the Royal Orc Dwarf Griffiths, which is still alive from the last battle. And then getting onto my artillery, we've got the Temple of Luminarch, which is still alive, 2 units of Great Cannons, the Hammer of Witches, and still got the Sunmaker Hellstorm. So I'm going to get these cannons to hold fire as best I can really, and wait for the gate to break. Because my gate's going to be held by flagellants only, because they're unbreakable, so I'm hoping they'll hold for a little while. I'm hoping the Dwarves as well will help me out. Moving on to the Dwarves, they've got 4 units of Thunderers, 4 units of Quarrelers with Great Weapons, 6 units of Great Beards I believe, 6 units of Dwarf Warriors, 2 units of Hammerers, some Grudge Throwers, and a Gyro Bomber for good measure. So I'm hoping they'll be able to fill up any gaps that I've got. This is on hard, so I'm hoping that AI for my team will be useful. So let's go ahead and get this started, and wish me luck guys, and I hope you enjoy the upcoming battle. So, as you can imagine, the game is going to lag quite a lot. You can already see here how laggy it is. My computer isn't the best in the world. But you can see we've got these clockwork, I know there's bombs that come out shooting at these towers. Tell them to shoot individual towers. So let's see if I can get some Hailstorm rockets firing over the walls. I've got high hopes for these guys. Put these on. Get those ladders off the walls. Stand your ground. Great, they're shooting our own men, so let's turn that off. Let the Dwarf Grudge Throwers do their thing. So my own troops there kind of took a beating. Sorry guys. So I bought these Death's Heads. Guys are just here. Sorry for the bright light. So I'm not sure if this is part of the mod or not, but they're like the story behind them, basically, if you have a look at them, they're supposed to be like anti-vampires during Vlad's reign or something. Yeah, dedicated during the days. I thought it was quite cool to bring a couple of units of these to fight these vampires. Or maybe they could have like heard about the plight against the vampires and yeah, sort of offered their assistance. So the walls, the watchtower's just about to land. Let me just get a nice little view over here and watch these beautiful animations. These all come down and this battle's underway. So you can see all my arrows going over. We've got the Grudge Throwers coming over. They're going to start breaking through my gates pretty soon. You can see there's the Grudge Throwers. I'm kind of annoyed that they're kind of just standing there getting shot at. Even though this isn't hard, but I suppose they're just waiting for the gates to fall, really, aren't they? So we've got some corpse carts coming up. Oh no, battering rams, should I say? That's pretty cool. I didn't realise that they gave themselves. I didn't give them siege equipment. They must have done that themselves. As you can see here, the enemy are getting right into my men now. These Tattersalls coming in. I believe these are the skeletons, skeleton warriors, yeah. So, we'll get these as an attack order. Hopefully the Tattersalls will hold pretty well. I'm hoping that the White Dwarf allies are going to help out a little bit. So the reason I put my archers down there, they can fire over the walls at the men, and they can actually fire at the men on the walls at the risk of obviously killing my own men. So this is just the initial wave. So we've got the gyro bomb over here. I was kind of hoping they would use this a bit more effectively, but they're not. Typical of your ally. So let's just hold the camera for a second, have a bit of a zoom in here, sort of have a look at the few fights going on there. So again, you might have seen in my last mod, I'm using a new zombie mod, which makes them look more dead, like something straight out of The Walking Dead. Absolutely fantastic. Gives them like these little, like this black decaying bodies. These guys like missing heads and stuff. It's quite funny. Yeah, so it's quite good. Definitely worth checking out these mods. The zombies aren't really a match for my men. I think this is just more tiring up my men and waiting for their more elite units to arrive. So my gate's down, so let me just tell these guys to start firing. I'm actually going to tell them to shoot at this Vargolf. Try and take these guys out. Using the Hailstorm rocket barrel might not be the best idea, but we'll find out.
Hand gunners! Shields up! Sir!
So I'm quite happy with my walls at the moment, so I'm going to just leave the camera here a bit. Again, apologies for the lag. Once the battle goes on a bit more, hopefully this will... oh god, you can see the Hailstorm coming in. Oh, that little stunty is getting munched by the Vargolf. My Luminarch firing at them. You see now they're just going to start pouring in their men. Look at this charge with the Hex Wraiths coming in. My men have to hold the line. The Dwarves are charging in now. I did also give the Dwarves a few like anti-large, like Slayer type units. It looks like the Vargolf's down very, very quickly with those 3 cannons and everything else shooting at it. So I gave them these Hex Wraith type units because the Dwarves don't really have anything to counter ethereal units as such. So I'm hoping these will do a little bit of damage. But I think they are classed as large, so you can see all these Dwarves down here. And my Tattersouls as well, holding the line. I'm going to get a bit of a POV over here. So I might send my Tattersouls in, just charge them in. Try and catch that on. See my Tattersouls charging in. Damn, can't see anything. It's like too much buffs going on at the moment. I think that was, I'm not sure what that was. Something's happening. I don't think they're just getting buffs because they got high morale. So my flagellants are actually losing decisively, which isn't great. I'm going to send my priests up. Give these guys some buffs. Send in my Griffites, what are they called? Not Griffite, Demigriffs, sorry, Demigriffs. So it looks so far the walls holding in a sense. It's more the gate I'm more worried about at the moment. Main concern is the Tattersouls on this side though, so... Oh damn, the wall really is getting crushed, isn't it? I need to keep an eye on this, I really do. So bounce power is still saying about 50% slightly in my favour. You see we've killed about 2,000 of their men. We've killed about 500 of ours. But they are now starting to just pour in and just completely overwhelm us. I'm going to get these guys, so my Tattersouls are about to break. So I'm going to move my archers away. You see the doors have sort of left a thin line of defence. So yeah, so far so good, I think. And they've still got loads of units in reserve. Just look at this, they're only committed maybe a quarter of their units, or a third. I'd say more of a quarter of their units aren't even in the battle yet. They're still just getting them up these walls. My men are just... You say they're getting overwhelmed. Oh, I didn't realise that. Look at this, I forgot to deploy a unit of hammers. These must have been the ones that the Arch Lector bought with them. That's my foolishness though. It's probably going to save the day a bit, because I'm going to be able to buff up this corner now because look, these Tattersalls are getting absolutely destroyed. These guys have been with us since the beginning of the game. So let's just have a look at these. Let's watch them having a little fight. So they're up against humans that have been bribed and whatnot by the vampires. Unfortunately my Tattersalls are going to slowly die, especially these ones here. There's only a few left now. They're no match for the Cairn Wraiths. Excuse my how I say that. Also, I mentioned it before, but I'm using an officer mod. So this one here that has the scythe, that's like ethereal as well. That's the officer. I thought that was pretty cool. I was wondering how they were going to make an officer version of this. It would actually make sense though if all their scythes were ethereal, but you know. So that looks like the Tattersalls have died. Yeah, I think that's the last of them. There are 2 men left. That's random. So I'm going to send these guys, and I'm going to. You see they're starting to come down now, so I'm going to have to get them in here. I didn't realise that's actually that's Heinrich. So if I send my I send these guys in, a Royal Altdorf, because I don't know if he's classed as large or not. I'm really not sure. But either way, we should be able to do quite a lot of damage against him. Armour piercing, unit of renown. So it's getting a bit dicey now in this this gate. So I'm going to start dropping a few more buffs. I'm going to drop this Grand Soulfire as well. That should help out. I really need to look at finding a mod to get rid of all these like buffs and stuff, because it's kind of annoying trying to film when there's got these crazy lighting effects going on. So hopefully going to be able to hold this gate for a little while longer. Need to really get my gunners. See if I can actually get the Hotchlong rifles actually. I was going to see if I could put them facing the other direction. So I need to get these guys to focus fire on, say, the Crypt Horrors, for example. Same as my cannons. If I can get them to sort of target the larger units, such as the Crypt Horrors, it should be able to clear them up pretty well. So how's this left flank doing? So your Ravens, your Warriors free. So the Death's Heads doing pretty well. They've got 47 kills. So it's the first time I've ever used them really, so I wasn't quite sure how they were going to hold up. You can see here they're going to actually start pouring in on this left flank. So I really need to keep an eye on that. My right flank doing perfectly. So maybe once these guys clear up here. See, there's another officer here with his cool little red hammer. Looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Just how about these guys look at that purple. Literally what I would assume vampire knights to look like. Taking over screen unit. Oh, the officer just got hammered in the side, but he's alright, he's shrugged it off. Not sure what's happened there, they're kind of glitched out, not really fighting. But yeah, these guys are pretty awesome. I like in the little sword on the side, you might just saw it flash up there. Got like a little dagger. So cool. The amount of detail that goes into this. I love the modding community, I really do. The rest of the wall is looking pretty dire at the moment. The dwarves have informed me if all does go wrong, there are special ways of getting out of the city and Volkmar will be safe. But the men need to hold, just need to keep holding.
Standing by! What do you bid? No lingering!
So my guys are getting completely surrounded over here, which isn't good. And I really need to get some reinforcements over to them as quickly as possible.
What do you bid?
There's still these Dragonov Templars are still just bane of my existence at the moment.
Ready!
So I'm going to get these guys to go in. I may need to commit my horses. These guys have been committed. So I'm going to get these guys to come round here and get them round to this flank. Get them to help out.
Soldiers of the Empire! Yes, General!
Good thing that they've sort of all bunched up like this. I can actually now shoot into their backs. But my men are going to have a real struggle here. Have a look. So we're just kind of bottlenecking them at the moment because we're kind of stopping them getting too many units down. You can see my Griffites are now just completely swamped. The knights are trying to save their brothers, but it's not really working. Holding their own against the skeleton warriors, the Dragonov Templars, and then just completely surrounded on all sides just by these Khan race. It's not looking good for this this flank, but we're going to hold out hope for these guys. They know what the Volkmar is watching. So I'm going to send my Arch Lector in now. Going to send Warrior Priest in as well. These guys are going in. So how's this little fight going on here? So these Templars are still just fighting to the very bitter end. A unit has been wiped out. Which unit was that? Probably one of my Tattersalls or one of my Flagellants. You see the Flagellants are still fighting away. They're still holding this gate. They're still doing amazingly well. Again, get these Crypt Horrors, focus down on the Crypt Horrors.
Yes, General.
So these Crypt Horrors are going to do an absolute tons of damage. You can see the vampires are just rolling down this wall now. They got kind of fresh troops coming along. Going to try and crush this right flank. But the right flank's doing okay. We're starting to break this unit here. We've got the Feasters of the Dusk over here. This is one of their regiments of renown. So it'd be great to get these off the field. I really need to keep an eye on this left flank to see what. I'm just amazed by my men though. They're doing amazingly. 130 kills so far. They're going to do really well against these Cairn race. Where's that unit of cavalry gone? So I need to get these guys over here now. I really need to get these guys over here and helping. Guys, might as well get yourselves back in. The unit here not doing anything, so I'm going to send them over down here and help out on the wall. Still kind of annoying that they're just leaving these Templars over here.
Sigma commands!
So I'm gonna move my archers up and maybe start getting these guys to shoot over here.
No lingering!
See some Sylvanian spearmen. Same victories in our grasp. They've still got 2,000 men left. So we've lost about half our men now, and they've lost a lot more. So hopefully we can just keep this flank, hold this flank. These men need to hold out a little bit longer. You can see they're starting to lose decisively now. They're getting completely surrounded, but we've got Knights of Hammer Sigmar coming to save their brothers in arms. We're not going to leave these men to die. So here we go. A nice, whoa. So, just get out of that a second. I'm going to get these guys in here. I think it's Vlad Von Carstein is actually the one causing the most trouble here. Needs to be definitely taken care of. I'm going to show them to charge in. I'm going to slow this right down for a second. We can have a nice view of our men. So you can see Vlad just there in the middle of them all. And here come my men charging in, saving the day. Absolutely brilliant. That's what we like to see. See how all the way to the city wall, then all the way to the city wall, push the enemy back. A few stragglers get caught up. You can see this one unit here, like he's like, yeah, what guys? Gonna screw you guys out. So it's 3-on-1 here. Let's watch this guy. Let's see if he wins. Nope. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he got killed. Oh, poor Jeff. Poor Jeff and his rider. Jeff being the horse. So I'm not going to get into that. We're not going to get into naming people. So again, left flank still doing okay now. We've managed to push these guys back. Still saying we're losing decisively, but I don't believe that. I think it's just because there's so many of them. I can't believe that these damn Drakenhof Templars are still alive. We've got Warrior Priest of Sigmar here, 28 men left with 445 kills. Fantastic. Just look at this, look at the amount of dead. Look at this, I know it looks like it's running in slow motion. I really didn't think it was going to be this laggy, because I've done battles this big before on land, but I suppose it's just because it's in the city, maybe. Might be a little bit more laggy than we're used to, so apologies for that. I wanted to do something like this just to keep the channel moving, and yeah, just making sure everyone's getting what they like to see, a nice mixture of things. I'm going to actually just start shooting at these guys because they kind of annoyed me. These are like, I kind of thought these guys would charge in and do a bit of damage, but they kind of haven't. Just kind of just annoying that the AI is a bit crap sometimes. I did want to do this battle with a human player, but nobody's online at the moment that could help. So my Altdorf Griffites, I'm going to pull these back, hopefully, try and get these guys back, because these guys need to survive. These need to be in the next battle. I don't think Volkmar would get very far, and I don't think the Emperor would be too pleased if he lost his prized Griffite warriors. So we're going to pull these back, get them into a safe place. So we've got a unit of Death's Head here, the Regiment of Renowned. He's just one man left, all on his lonesome. I'm really not sure what the Dwarves were trying to do here. They just pushed their catapults right up. I don't know what happened to... Oh, was it? Oh. I said it's going slow motion because of the lag, and I've actually had it in slow motion all the time. I was saying to myself, what's happened to the sound? Oh, leave me alone. It's been a long day at work, and it's late. You can see, like, we've got a few... just it's very, very close at this gate. Very close. There's a thin line of men here. Damn, was that my cannons or was that my grudge? I'm not sure what that is. Whoa, we were just getting exploded. Oh, that's my Temple of Luminarch, just took a bunch of people out. I didn't realise there's the corpse cart there, so yeah, that's going to be an excellent sight to shoot. So it looks like I've lost another warrior priest. I don't know why they keep joining my crusade. I just keep killing them. They don't seem to do too well. So there's the corpse cart. Let's focus down on these hexeros now. The silver bullet should do well against these, doing magical damage. Let's just sit and watch this now.
We will kill them all!
So it looks like we're just mopping up now, really. Last remaining units. I'm still quite impressed that they've managed to push right into the city. Look how far they managed to come. They're coming at some dead men we've had to use to defend this. I really didn't think it would be this bad. Like, even here it's like only a small rabble of men left defending it. If we just come back again. Literally my Arch Lector, he's literally the only one holding. One of our units have used our ammunition. So let's get these guys in. Oh, forgot to pull these guys back, but we're okay. So it looks like we've managed to kill the Cairn Wraiths, which I thought would happen, because being able to do magical damage. It looks like the battle over here is finally won. Those damn Templars. Finally finished up here on the at the gate. So we've got my Demigryph Knights fighting a bunch of cripples and zombies. Right. You think they'll do pretty well. They've got 88 kills against such light units, but they have got Blood Knights sitting in there as well.
Weapons are yours. We obey, sir.
So I'm going to send these huntsmen in as well. They are decent melee combatants. I'm going to send them in just to give these guys a little bit more support. I don't want these guys dying.
Yes, sir.
Got 20 men left with 286 kills. Absolutely fantastic. Fighting on two fronts here. So it looks like the gate has been won. I think it's safe to say we've managed to hold back the enemy. Vlad has been killed. Heinrich has been killed.
I do not fear death.
This has given Volkmar the time to recuperate. The dwarves have lost many a dwarf this day, but I don't think they'll mind too much.
As long as we draw breath, they will die!
So we're going to send our Arch Lector in. See him coming in now, so let's have a look at this little fight going on here. Let's get a slightly better angle. Do a bunch of buffs. And let's just watch this little fight as it wraps up now. I'm not really sure what that little ability does, if it's I know it says it damages the enemies, but it never seems to do too much damage. So let's have a bit. Let's zoom in a bit closer, shall we? See if we can get a little bit closer. Try and zone out a few little fights going. Just look how cool they look at them covered in blood. Their own blood, zombie blood, vampire blood, all types of blood. Mixed in with the Knights of the Hammer Sigmar, the Arch Lector over here. Got one of the officers. Let's go over here. This battle done. Looks like these guys are done. So we can now charge into their back alley. So how these guys look though, they're cool little spikes on their helmets. Oh, oh, I wish I would put that in slow motion, that would have been fantastic to watch. See him now, just wrapping up the last of the vampires. Even the archers are getting in. There we go, it's a horrific victory on my part. I hope you like that, guys. And it was a bit dicey there for a second. I had no idea how that battle was going to turn out. So let's go ahead and end that. We'll have a look at the final results, the kills. So we lost 1,200. Our dwarven friends lost 1,070. The vampires lost everything, including the humans. Gained quite a lot of. I gave these guys a lot of experience to start off with, because when I put the armies, like initially, it said it was way too much in my favour. So I gave these guys loads of experience. I just gave myself like one chevron. Anyone that's got an extra chevron have actually earned that this battle, especially this unit. Jesus, Hammers of Sigmar, 324 kills. 323. I don't know if you killed one more, you might have ranked up, but no. They must. I think these were the guys that were fighting over the right flank. Sorry, the left flank. I'm not quite sure. Dwarves did pretty well, not amazing. The gyro bombers didn't do anything. I really thought they'd go and ride. They'd drop bombs on them, but you know, never rely on the AI. The vampires themselves, the more elite army, did surprisingly well considering what they're up against. Like this unit of Templars got 168 kills, 220 kills. This unit of Knights of the Black Growl, 112, 53. So yeah, I hope you like that, guys. I think that's going to wrap up our vampires now. The road north is now clear. I'm just hoping all this rumbling in the mountains hasn't attracted anything like the orcs or the beastmen, as we have to now travel through hostile ground to get further north into the chaos. So if you like that, let me know in the comments and leave me a like, and if you want to subscribe, I really appreciate it. The more people that like and comment, the quicker this will grow and the more I can do for you. So yeah, this is Bobcoms signing out.